In recent days, Manchester United's transfer activities have been accelerating with top targets showing very good progress. We're likely to see the phrase "here we go" appear soon for deals involving the Red Devils. According to Sir Jim Ratcliffe and his associates' plan, 3 key positions needing reinforcement are center back, central midfielder, and striker. The rest will depend on the budget and player sales progress. Recently, the reputable Athletic published an insightful article about Ineos' special plan for the transfer market. Let's examine what Sir Jim is plotting for the ongoing summer window. Since Sir Jim Ratcliffe took control of the club, he has exposed many lingering issues and tried to resolve them thoroughly. First was changing the leadership with completely new people, reforming the staff's working regime, and recently renovating the Carrington Training Center, a project the Glazer family only discussed for 5 years without implementation. At the same time, Ineos also wants to change the face of the Old Trafford team in the transfer market so they are no longer amateurs or always have to pay extra due to the United tax. However, not everything can be solved in a single transfer window. The reason is that the club has fallen behind rivals for too long since Sir Alex Ferguson's retirement. Manchester United squad has problems everywhere, and even bringing in a whole new team may not guarantee success. That number still seems insufficient. The English billionaire wants to purge that's accurate, but he also understands the core issue lies not with the manager or individuals, but with the environment and operating system at the club, as he recently stated in the media. After stabilizing the leadership and coaching staff, it's time for the Red Devils to focus entirely on transfers with the initial plan. 3 priority positions for recruitment are striker, central midfielder, and center back. Although problems are visible everywhere, Sir Jim Ratcliffe has shared that one transfer window won't change the team's entire face. It will take at least 2 to 3 years. This is not too long a period, but it's not short either. If Manchester United progresses, other teams will too, and the Red Army must be twice or even 3 times as determined to compete for all titles. Therefore, when the time frame is set, the work for each year becomes an extremely important task. That's why Ineos is accelerating progress to complete new signings to upgrade the squad. Recently, targets have been almost identified: Joshua Zirkzee in attack, Matthijs de Ligt and Gerard Branthwaite in central defense, and Manuel Ugarte in central midfield. But this is not all that the Old Trafford team desires. The Athletic recently published information about Sir Jim Ratcliffe's plan if there's additional budget for the transfer market. First, for the striker position, we all know the Bologna forward is the top target the Red Devils want to bring in this summer. The management has also finalized personal terms with the 23-year-old star and his agent's commission. The final thing is the payment method for the release clause. With the Serie a representative, then everything will be completed. Joshua Zirkzee is a name full of potential capable of tremendous development in the future. But though young, he already has a UEFA Champions League title with Bayern Munich, and now joining the Theatre of Dreams will be a big step in the 2001-born player's career. However, the star currently competing with the Netherlands at Euro 2024 is not the only name Manchester United wants to bring in this summer. Sir Jim Ratcliffe's plan is still to add an experienced striker who can complement the 2 young players while bringing competition to force each player to try harder if they don't want to lose their starting spot. 2 names in Ineos' sights recently are Ivan Toney of Brentford and Dominic Calvert-Lewin of Everton. These are both strikers rich in Premier League experience. Although each individual has their own issues, if one of these 2 players is added, the Red Devils' attack will be very exciting next season. For the Everton striker, he only has 1 year left on his contract with the club, so if not sold this summer, the blue half of Merseyside risks losing the English star for free. According to Transfermarkt, the 1997-born striker is currently valued at 22 million euros. And this could be enough to satisfy Everton, because for a player with an injury history like Calvert-Lewin, it's hard for any club to target him. However, the Toffees are famous for inflating their players' prices, as exemplified by Gerard Branthwaite's case with PS 70 million. Then Amadou Onana with PS 60 million. So there's been information suggesting Everton wants PS 30 million for the 27-year-old striker. But this would be quite a high price for the former Sheffield United star at this time. As for Ivan Toney, he's being pursued by quite a few big clubs in the foggy country. The English striker's current contract also only has 1 year left, and the Bees are asking PS4 million for their player. But simply because he's a hot commodity at the moment, Manchester United will have to compete fiercely if they want to own the star, who recently had a unique free kick against Switzerland. If Old Trafford has the budget to add one of these two players, it's a very positive thing, and there's nothing to criticize Ineos for. The long-term future already has Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee, but they're not yet mature or experienced enough to shake up the Premier League. And if they can buy Dominic Calvert-Lewin or Ivan Toney, it will be very valuable, as both have proven their talent. Next is the left center back or left back position. Manchester United's initial goal is to quickly find a replacement for Raphael Varane, who left the club at the end of last season, as well as prepare for the possibility of parting with Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof. So a right-footed center back is the first option to aim for, and Matthijs de Ligt is the factor closest to the theater of dreams than ever. As for Jared Branthwaite, he's a versatile player who can solve both left and right center back positions for the team. You must have heard about these two center back recruitment deals, independent of each other, not missing out on the Everton star and then moving to the old student of Ten Hag. That's because Sir Jim Ratcliffe wants to have up to 2 new center backs this summer, but first must be Raphael Varane's replacement. Then comes the supporting or backup factor for Lisandro Martinez's case. Therefore, whether buying Branthwaite first or de Ligt first, it will still be 2 center back targets for the Red Devils. And to supplement the plan to buy a left center back or left back to back up both Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malaysia, Ineos has listed some potential targets as follows. First is David Hanko, the Feyenoord star, who can play both left back and left center back roles. In other words, the Slovak player is relatively similar to Luke Shaw in his versatility, but the important issue is that he just signed a new contract with his current club in February. Therefore, with the contract until 2028, it's very difficult for the Red Devils to pay a small amount to get this 26-year-old player. Transfermarkt values him at 35 million euros, while the Rotterdam representative is asking for 50 million euros. This is too expensive for a backup factor for the club. Another option who can play left center back or left back is Ricardo Calafiori. But it seems Chelsea and Arsenal still are the two clubs competing for him in this deal, and the amount Bologna wants also falls in the range of 50 to 60 million euros. Manchester United certainly won't want to spend such a large amount. Thus, we can see that besides the 3 positions that must be reinforced this summer, if players are sold, Old Trafford can bring in 1 or 2 more new signings. That could be a striker, left center back, or left back. This will depend entirely on the amount the club can raise, firstly from Jadon Sancho or Mason Greenwood, who must leave, and importantly, how much the partners are willing to pay. The Greenwood is closer than ever to Marseille, as the French representative has agreed to pay 30 million euros plus add-ons. Additionally, the Red Devils will also receive a percentage if they sell the Carrington youth product in the future. At 30 million euros, Greenwood also becomes the highest priced academy graduate sold in club history. Previously, the record belonged to Danny Welbeck, who joined Arsenal for 20 million euros. As for Jadon Sancho, there are still some discussions taking place about potential destinations for this player. Additionally, Ineos also aims to sell Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, Casemiro, Christian Eriksen, Facundo Pellistri. These are all names nearing the end of their contracts, as well as those who haven't shown their value at the Theater of Dreams. We still don't know how much money Sir Jim Ratcliffe has to go shopping, but with the information in recent times, their detailed and meticulous planning shows that the budget is not too pressured, just needing to buy the right person at the right price. Only then can Old Trafford gradually eliminate the stereotype of buying high, selling low that the club has had for many years. The transfer story in the coming days will be much more exciting. Manchester United must operate in parallel between buying and selling to comprehensively purge the squad. In addition, with the identified targets, the work will also be carried out more smoothly, and with the joining of Dan Ashworth and Christopher Vival, fans can be more reassured about the team. We will continuously update the latest information about the Red Devils transfer market, the progress of top deals, and let's see what will be the first signing of Sir Jim Ratcliffe's era and how many new recruits Manchester United will finalize this summer.
Thank you for tuning into VR 360. We hope you enjoyed our latest updates and insights on all things Manchester United. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest news, match analysis, and exclusive content. Join our community of passionate Red Devils fans and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support helps us bring you the best coverage of our beloved team. Until next time, stay united and keep the red flag flying high.